Hey everyone, it's Flaring with a super cool video. I have been given an exclusive sneak preview on the next Sardinex familiar, and he is a familiar made by gamers, for gamers. His name is XX Dark Overlord XX, and he just might be one of the better tanks to go for in the entire game. Before I get into him, I want to say thank you to Congregate for letting me preview this familiar. He's one of the stronger event familiars ever introduced, and in my opinion, everyone should farm for him. So let's hop in and see what Congregate has in store for us this year. Please keep in mind, everything in this video is pre-release and is subject to change. His description is, if you call him anything other than his online handle, your ping will never be the same again. Same, Dark Overlord, same. Dark Overlord is a tank familiar that is focused on just not getting hit, but also being his own SP battery. He takes 3 Dwatena, 3 Kramlik Force, and 20,000 gold to make, which is fairly cheap. Because even though he's low cost, he is a legendary familiar, so he benefits from max augments, which is huge. You may already have enough of each familiar to make him right now, to be honest. Keep in mind that mythic familiars and legendary familiars have the same augment bonuses, so he will be competing with some of the best tanks in the game. Stat-wise, Dark Overlord is an optimized tank. He has a stat spread of 49-46. His built-in bonus is 30% evade, which is the exact same as Teithyus, but he also gets a free Bali rune. 15% chance to gain 1 SP when you get hit means that when Dark Overlord finally does get a turn, they're going to likely be at full SP. It's super rare to have a tank familiar that can say that. That 15% is going to proc even if he evades too, so don't worry about going all in on evade and missing out on that. Most familiars live and die by their skills though, so let's take a look at that. The 0 SP skill is called 1v1 me and deals electric damage to the closest enemy. There isn't a stack associated with this, but it has a pretty high base value, especially for a 0 SP. The 1 SP is called alt account, which is totally something like that I don't have. I definitely don't have 800 alt accounts subbed to this channel. I promise, guys. Anyways, it's gonna have a recoil that's a pretty small one, and then shield for an insane amount. You can effectively max your shields with this every time you use it. At 2 SP, Dark Overlord has a skill called Epic Loot. This will heal a target teammate and give them 1 SP. Dark Overlord shouldn't be the only one getting SP, so he likes to share the love with his team and give them the Epic Loot that happens to be more skill points. The 3 SP skill is named Aimbot. You know, what each and every one of you watching this uses in Call of Duty, because I can't be that bad, right? Right? Anyways, this is going to shock the fastest enemy for well over double Dark Overlord's power. The main thing with shock is really that you get an EMP as fast as possible for those pet procs, but it never hurts to add a ton of damage to the EMP itself, huh? Finally, Dark Overlord has an amazing 4 SP skill named Keyboard Smash. He's going to slam his fist onto the keyboard with more fury than a kid losing at Fortnite, and then give that fury to a teammate. There is a huge recoil with this, and those that watch my streams know that I'm not a huge fan of recoil, so just hope that you don't nuke yourself to death. But it also comes with over 600% fury to a target teammate. Now, any skill that your teammate uses is also a nuke skill. How great is that? Imagine pairing him with Flamingo and getting that 0 SP to hit for just insane amounts of damage. You're also almost always going to be able to use this skill because of that built-in Bali rune, so be prepared to dish out more damage than you could ever imagine every chance that you get. So that's Dark Overlord. What do you guys think? I think that he's going to be a staple in the mid game and honestly even really useful late game. I can absolutely see them replacing Teithyus in a lot of runs where you might not need the extra shielding since, in particular, I rarely get to that extra shield to be at max anyways. Tell me what you think though in those comments down below. And as always, if you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you want more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you out on the Sardinex grind.